of now, it's time to preview an upcoming game.
Welcome back to another episode of Gamers Remorse. Today we'll be looking at the soon-to-be on Kickstarter. No, it's already on Kickstarter. Today we'll be looking at the currently on Kickstarter game Liftoff. Enjoy.
Liftoff is a game by Eduardo Baraf for 2 to 5 players and takes about 45 minutes to play. In Liftoff, each player leads a faction of aliens attempting to escape the implosion of their homeworld by evacuating the most aliens of their faction before the time is up. Liftoff comes with a large game board, a rule book, the planet core, 4 interlocking core exit points, 10 interlocking liftoff points, 4 turn cards, 100 game cards, 50 alien meeples in 5 different colors, 1 Garglor monster meeple, 1 die, 1 moon tracker, and 1 sun tracker. The game board is the basis of the game and includes spots for the planet core, which goes in the center, the interlocking exit points protruding out from the core, and 4 random interlocking liftoff points. All of these items are now placed on the board. The sun and the moon tracker go in their positions, the moon on the top at the start of the day, and the sun on the number of players playing. The alien faction meeples are added to the middle of the core, and the Garglor monster is added to the middle as well. Shuffle the cards and deal 2 to each player. Each player proceeds to take turns where they can perform any of the actions on their turn. Move twice. Moving consists of moving from the core to the surface, from an exit point to a liftoff point, or any of those moves in reverse. Any number of the following actions can also be performed: pay liftoff costs, play action cards, and discarding 2 cards to draw 1 new card from the deck. Once a player's turn is complete, the moon tracker is moved once in the counterclockwise direction. If the moon passes over the new day star on the moon tracker, then the sun is also moved up or to the left on the sun tracker. Should the sun move to the last spot on the tracker, the game is over and the player with the most meeples reach from the planet wins. One of the novel aspects of this game are the liftoff points. Let's take a closer look at one of the liftoff points. In this example, the satellite, on the lower right, you can see that it costs 2 screw cards in order to go on the liftoff site. On the left, you can also see that a maximum of 3 meeples are allowed in this liftoff site. On the top left corner, you can see that in order to launch into space, you need a total of 6 screws, and this can be performed on any of lunar cycles. Let's take a look at another liftoff site. In this example, the Miracle, you can see that it costs any 1 random card to be discarded in order to enter the liftoff site. In addition, in order to launch, denoted in the upper left-hand corner, it takes 1 of every kind of meeple playing in this game. And finally, a maximum of 1 meeple from each faction is allowed into this liftoff point at a time. Also, liftoff points will only launch on certain lunar cycles, so depending on where the moon is, the location may not launch, requiring some aliens to sit and wait a while. As you can see in the example of the teleport, it costs nothing to enter the site, with a maximum of 3 meeples on the site, and this site will not launch during the full moon, the half moon, but only on new moons will this site launch, and it costs 1 gas per meeple currently on the launch site. As you will see in our game, this can lead to disastrous results. In the family-friendly version, it is a safer bet. Also, there are a few special action cards that should be discussed here. Move to Moon allows a player to move the moon in any direction, 1 location, either buying them precious time or allowing a player to sabotage another player's efforts by causing the moon to mess up their lunar cycle for launch. Move Your Alien allows a player an extra alien move, or in the case of the more cutthroat variety, allows you to move another player. Galglor allows you to move the Galglor that prevents any liftoff points from functioning. This allows you to completely block an opponent. The Tornado card moves all players on an exit point back into the core. Asteroids make all liftoff points behave as if right now they were a new moon cycle. The Supernova behaves similarly in that it makes all liftoff points behave as if it was a full moon cycle. The Terraform card allows a player to exchange an empty liftoff point for a new one out of the remaining liftoff point stacks. And finally, the UFO Attack card forces all players to discard all of their cards. The strength of this game is in its modular board that requires different resources, screws or gas, die rolls, and an uncanny ability to escape the Golglor. A player must work together with his enemies to make it off the planet with the most of his faction that he can. It leads to a very entertaining, co-opetitive experience. Let's take a look at a very quick playthrough.
I'm going to start by drawing 2 cards, because the rules tell me to. I'm going to play an action card. That is asteroids, so all liftoff points are new moons this turn. And then I am going to move one of my guys 2 spaces. 1, 2. And pay 2 gasoline to lift off. Turn 1, and Brian is ahead.
Boom.
Liar on there. Thank you.
2 for 1 it.
2 for 1. Drawing a card.
Move 1 and 2. And move the moon.
So I'm going to draw 2 at the beginning of my turn. Dink. A lot of decision here, but I'll move there. I'm gonna chill out. So
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. All right, you guys ready for this? This is awesome.
Y'all ready for this?
Oh boy.
You'll note where the moon is located. The teleporter is a new moon. So I'm going 1, 2, 1 gas. Boom.
Sometimes.
You're the keeper of the cards.
And move the moon.
Yeah. So
1. 1. Okay, 2 screws. That's it.
Move the moon. Sorry, move the moon.
move the moon.
Not the moon.
So we're at a full moon here, which means what? It doesn't matter really,
Doesn't
right?
matter.
It's just
Yeah.
whenever you get 6. I'm going to move 2 spaces, so 1. This guy, actually, this guy. Alright, I'll hang out. And then I'm not going to do anything else. Moon.
I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm going to pay 2 screws. And I'm going to come hang out there. So we're buddies.
Hey,
I guess these go
there. Boom, 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 boom.
And then would you like to move the moon for me?
Yes. You got it?
Yep.
In turn, I will give you 2 cards. They're all sticking together.
Thank you.
2-ish cards.
I will spend 2 movement. Drop 2 screws.
Take off.
Maybe.
So 3, 0, 2. Things are not looking up for me.
I'm gonna have some fun.
Oh, buddy. Which way's it going? Boom. Day tracked.
Interesting. And you have to move it again, right? Because it's the end of your turn.
Yep.
I'm getting to a point where I have way too many cards and I
Start discarding.
haven't done anything this whole game. You
Discard
just
some
realize
cards,
that.
draw some cards, play some cards.
I reckon I could.
Captain Picard.
Alright. So 1. 2. Move the moon. You just figured out my strategy yet?
Eventually, you're just going to start jumping and warping and maxing all cool. I'm going to move 2 guys up here. They're going to lay face down. They're tired.
That's fair.
And then move to moon.
Move the moon. Although we aren't really too much.
1, 2.
Oh, let it slide.
1.
Are you going to pay 2 gas so Eric can lift off?
Yes. That is precisely
Wow.
what I wanted to do. I don't know what I want to do, actually. Wait, I paid a gas to get on here. Where'd it
You
go?
paid.
I probably put it in
Probably
here.
in there.
move your alien. Right? And this is one of my moves. That's one of my moves. To be honest with you, it would be a total gamble to try and get what I want, but it might be worth it. Okay. Turn in 2 of those, draw one of these. I can only do that once?
Do as much as you want.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Do you rules
2 for 1?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. I guess I never read the new rules, so.
Well, I mentioned it last game, and then I did it like 3 times in one turn.
I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Apparently not.
I don't like paying attention to your breath.
Oh.
Turn in 2 screws.
I feel like he's just trying to draw multiple move your aliens.
Alright, so I have a move your alien. Move that out.
Man.
I have a move your alien.
It
And
worked.
move me in. And then I just need...
Now he has to hope he has 2 gas.
Yeah.
Which,
come
I mean,
on.
I'm sure he knows what he has.
Come on now.
Or he has like 4 more move your aliens.
Let me think about this. I might try and do some more damage here. Now that
You
I'm
need
playing
1,
Cutthroat.
2, you need 3 move your alien cards.
Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. Would I need 3? Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
This is gonna take me forever to get over there. Yeah.
It would take you 2 just to get one of yours there.
But I could get him off of there and still launch myself,
True.
just for funsies.
And
So,
he did send a ton of your guys back to the center earlier.
move your alien. I think that's my gas anyway. So
No,
No, that was
that
his.
he did?
You only
Okay.
need 1 now.
I need 1.
One
Oh, because
per
it's
alien.
per alien. Yeah. So.
I'm sorry, but that was funny.
Worth it.
Aaron would be thankful.
He would.
Oh, and then I have 1 more card. Oh, do I want to play it?
Probably not.
Here's what I'm going to do.
You're going to wait.
I'm going to do this thing, right?
Okay.
Because I can do that
Yep.
however many times I want.
Yep.
So I have a gas.
All right.
I need
4,
a 4,
5,
5, or 6.
Nail it.
So we're launched. Well, that really just helped Brian more, but whatever.
Now I was going to do that next turn, so you just save me some gas.
There you go. And then I am going to play... Much all of your chagrin. UFO attack. All players discard all cards.
Oh, I have 6 cards.
Oh, you only had 2?
Yep.
Nice.
That's why I keep them stacked.
I had a whole
That
stack
hurt.
of them.
That
And I
hurt.
was like, someone's going to do that to me if I don't do it to
Yeah.
them. So, that's the end of my turn.
All right. I'm going to draw 2 cards.
That's kind of how we're playing it. So,
Yeah.
Like, I could be a big jerk. I'm going to do it. 2 screws.
I actually expected you to do that, so I don't see
Oh.
how that was a jerky move.
I left you with your gargle on.
Oh, that wasn't what I thought you meant by a big jerk.
And move the moon. We got 1 day, guys.
May I?
Nope.
Yes.
It's all on you, Sean.
And yellow is you, right?
Yes, I know.
And bear in mind that we are tied.
Oh, really? Each of you have 2. Interesting. So I'm the big loser.
But really, you're only 1 behind.
So this
Yeah.
card is useless. This card is next to useless. So we're going to trade these 2 in for 1. I haven't moved yet. Neither
No.
have I. Okay.
Gargle on. Trampoline.
Oh, man.
The moon. Now I'm moving my turn.
Interesting.
This is becoming intense. Is this how it was the last time you guys played?
Not really. I think playing cutthroat versus family friendly really changes the dynamic of the game.
Okay.
So it's almost like 2 games in one.
It is. There isn't a whole lot of turns left. We each have maybe 1 turn.
Yeah. Well, Eric's, yours, mine.
Eric's.
Yeah.
Game over.
Unless someone plays a move to move.
Yeah.
Which can add or remove turns.
That's kind of epic.
I'm gonna help all of us.
Everything's new.
How does
And
that help?
Devil Gassian. Wow.
Oh, because it's new moon.
Yeah.
Wow, this is interesting.
Yeah. Oh, because there's 2 people back in there. I
Yeah.
didn't see those.
Yeah, because I'm on one block side with you.
Okay.
He's on here.
So I'm going to go 1, 2.
Pay 2 screws.
Say 2 screws.
That takes off.
That takes off.
So he is now in the lead.
We're actually tied, I think.
Oh, you're tied. Oh, right, because you're only one behind. So now I'm behind.
Yes. And then, is there anything else I want to do? No.
There's 2 on the table.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Is there nothing you can do?
I don't think so.
The only thing that we'll be able to launch next turn is this guy. But since you're the first person on...
I mean, it would cost me a gas, but it would require 3 gas to launch.
Yeah. That was a bit of a catch-22.
Yeah.
If you have the card that lets you terraform, you could replace this with something else and hope
Yeah.
that it's something you can do.
I mean, that's not going to launch anymore unless it can get a new moon somehow. Which there are cards that enable that, so that might be my best bet. So I'm going to come up here. Actually, no, we're move the moon. Because I moved the moon. And then into my turn.
Oh, you're ending it.
That's
Game.
Game. Twinsies.
Twinsies.
Pull the next 2. I want to see what I would have drawn.
We got gas and an asteroid, which all lift-up points are new moon this turn. So what I really liked about this game, Liftoff, is that it seems to be quite dynamic. There's a family-friendly version it's just fun, fun. You're moving your pieces around, you're playing cards, you're trying to kind of deal with whatever other people are making decisions. But then there's a cutthroat version where you can move other aliens around and completely hose them over because they spent half their resources on this one operation. Or you can block them with the Goldor or whatever his name is. Golgalore. It worked out really well, especially with the timing. We only had to reshuffle once by the time we ran out of time.
And even then, technically, because I ended it, I didn't need to reshuffle.
Right. And we were all pretty much right there as well. I think Eric kind of got hosed as well because he went up to the trampoline and lost once. Like, that was one whole turn that had you have saved it, maybe there would have been something better to do. So I think it was balanced extremely well as well. I don't want to take up much more time, but what did you think, Brian?
Kind of like you mentioned with the dynamics, I really like what I would say is the replayability in that it is modular. You have multiple takeoff tiles that can be replaced mid-game, that can be rearranged. He has a recommended starting setup, but you don't have to use that starting setup. And so each game can be different. I think that's really cool. I love modular board design. And so I really like that. And I also like how, based on the time of day, the takeoff conditions can be different. So it's just the game always will play differently. How about you, Eric? What were your thoughts?
One thing I look for is replayability. And I can see myself playing this. I could go another round, play it again, maybe 2-3 times a night, just because it changes so much. Start off with the family-friendly version, then go into the cutthroat, because then, everyone's trying to win at that point. So, but like one thing I really liked was, the components. Your aliens are these cute little fellows that are just trying to to leave a doomed planet, and then you have the Gorgon, which is, or whatever, Gorglar, which is, yeah, I mean, but like the components, like the board, the pieces were really well done. I really liked it.
Mm-hmm. All right, if this game appeals to you, it is out on Kickstarter right now. I know that the creator would really love your support on this. So go ahead, check it out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Today
We
will
have to
be
go, here's a bottle.
Thanks for watching our review today. For more information about board games, as well as the #1 board game audio podcast, check out Dicetower.com for reviews, interviews, and more. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.